Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Diaries of a 20-something. I'm Paige Marquez, your host, and today we're going to be talking about the Christmas wish list dilemma. Think about it. Do you know what you want? Should you even make a list? It's honestly at this point, and especially in your post-grad years, like the ultimate holiday paradox. And of course, as somebody who shops a lot, I will be preparing a gift guide for different types of people towards the end of this video so you guys can get some ideas so you guys aren't scrambling last minute, because I know what that's like, and unfortunately I am actually doing that right now. My parents have always done their best to make Christmas as magical and as special as possible, but I feel like now that I'm graduated, the dynamic of Christmas has changed, not only because of the fact that I have to go on a flight to get home, and transporting gifts is something that I feel is not as possible as you would think, but it's also just because I'm more of an adult now. For once in my life, I am not expecting anything crazy this year, and to be honest with you, I actually kind of prefer it. So let's get into it. For me, growing up, I always did wish lists with my dad. With my mom, I never really did. My mom is the kind of gift giver that really pays attention to the random things that you say throughout the year, and then she'll just randomly pop out with it, like to the point where you even forgot that you wanted it. My dad, I think, actually prefers wish lists. I think it makes it a lot easier for him, but it's also harder for him because how can any guy actually know what a girl wants? So here are my thoughts with wish lists. You have your typical pros and cons with them. Pro is you get what you want and it's less stressful for others. But the con is that it can feel kind of transactional and I guess like ruin the surprise. And like I said, I've been making wish lists for like ever. So I know exactly how to make like literally the best wish list that you can even think of, because I feel like the problem with wish lists is that they can seem so materialistic and superficial. And while generally that's kind of what they are, they don't have to seem that way, if that makes sense. I feel like when you're making a wish list, it's good to put a lot of variety in it, not only for the reason that some things may be sold out, but for the reason of price as well. It's good to give some options, throw a dupe in there, throw something that's similar but not the same, or even like put similar items or just like different colors of items. The last couple years, whenever I did a wish list, I would always put them in an order from like most wanted to least wanted, just so there's a little bit of priority in there. It's also important to never expect anyone to get everything on your list, because genuinely, that's not even what Christmas is about. And I feel like people are even weird about asking for a wish list. I mean, my dad never really asked us for one. We kind of just gave them to him. I didn't give him one this year, like I said, because I'm feeling very adult and the idea of Christmas is kind of changing. But I feel like it can be weird or a little bit awkward to ask for someone's wish list. So if you are in the situation where you are asking someone for their wish list, I feel like there's a way to do it. Don't just ask like, hey, like, what do you want for Christmas? Give me a list. Like, just be like, hey, like, what are some things you would like to get this Christmas? Me and my sister, we always do Christmas like with each other a little bit differently. We'll both give ourselves the same limit for that year depending on our financial situations, and we'll just go with it. Sorry, Reagan, if you're watching this, it's not going to be a lot. But we wouldn't really give each other a wish list, but we would say if we wanted something very specific. Like last year, I got my sister a bath table. She's a person that takes a lot of baths, and she did ask me for one and I got her one, but like I would have never thought to get her something like that. Like I knew that she likes taking baths, but I'm not really a bath person. So I would have never thought to get her a bath table. So for like stuff like that, I feel like it's just okay to ask. I actually did really well last Christmas with my sister's gifts. Like I remember being so proud of it. Like I got her a bunch of small things rather than one big thing. And I really just love the way that it turned out. Like I got her a workout set. Oh my God, I can't remember the brand, but it was so cute. It was from Revolve, like a little Charlotte Tilbury lip kit. My sister's not super big into lipsticks or anything like that, and I am. So I really kind of wanted to like share that with her. So I got her that. What else did I get her? I can't remember, but those were like my favorite things that I picked out for her and that I got for her. But regardless of what you ask for or what you get, it really is the best time of year, hands down. This has always been my favorite time of the year because my birthday is a week before Christmas. And like I said, my parents always tried their best to make Christmas so magical. And I think my most magical Christmas moment was after my parents got divorced. My dad moved into this house and we spent Christmas Day with my mom and then spent Christmas night with my dad. And the way that the house was set up, it was like double doors. And we pull up to the house, hop out of the car, whatever. And like the way that my dad, he just like opened both of the doors and our Christmas tree was like right in front of the door, kind of. And there was just like presents like everywhere. Like, I don't know. It was just something about the way that he opened the door. I will never forget it. It just felt like a Christmas movie. And like, it was just so magical. And I loved it. And like I said, I'm a person that shops a lot. I know a lot of brands and I know what girls like. And in addition to that, everyone in my life always tells me that I'm really hard to shop for. I don't really think so, but maybe I am. So I have prepared, you guys, the ultimate gift guide for any girl in your life. I kind of put it in different categories for different types of girls. This gift guide does not include any gifts for boyfriends because I honestly don't really have any experience gifting to men. So we're going to stick to the girls for now. But if you're a guy watching this and you're wondering what to get your girlfriend for Christmas, I think I can definitely help you out. First type of girl is the cozy girl. And this is literally the epitome of my sister. So I really know what to get these types of people. First thing is fuzzy socks. What's great about fuzzy socks is they're cheap and there's so much variety in them. You can get them like anywhere. Second one is candles. The best place to go for candles, I swear, is Bath & Body Works because every year around Christmas, they do amazing sales. But the thing with candles, you want to be careful anything scented, like even perfumes, because you don't want to get something that they don't like. So if you don't know what scents they normally like, I would go with something clean or maybe even something seasonal. Like for me, like I hate any kind of vanilla scented stuff. I hate pumpkin scented stuff. But another thing you could do is just get a candle scent that you know that they like or something similar to a candle that they have burning in their house because that'll always work. Weighted blanket. I actually just got one of these and it is so amazing. Like actually so amazing. I used to have so much anxiety at night and like honestly I still do, but something about the weighted blanket itself is a complete game changer. It's like something about the compression. I have so little anxiety before bed now. It is insane. Kind of same thing onto bedding, nice sheets. I love the sheet collections from Ralph Lauren and Love Shack Fancy. I think that they're so cute. Obviously, those are a little bit more expensive. So if you don't want to spend so much, Amazon also has a lot of variety. But yeah, there's something about gifting bedding that I feel like doesn't happen enough. I feel like nobody ever gifts bedding. I mean, I never got gifted bedding before, but I would so be happy with it if someone got me a nice pair of sheets for Christmas. PJ sets or like custom PJs. Victoria's Secret makes adorable PJs. Roller Rabbit makes great PJs. All of like those like name brands are gonna make good PJs generally, but they do come at a price, obviously. So I would say if you want to save some money, Nordstrom Rack has great PJs. Same with TJ Maxx. And if you're like going the custom route, I would definitely go Etsy or like there's even some websites where you can like put a photo of your dog like and they'll like print it all over the PJs, which is something that I actually almost did last year. I almost got me and Miss J matching PJs where she'd have a set with my face and I'd have a set with her face. I didn't end up doing that because she hates when I put clothes on her, but I still want to do it eventually. Maybe that's crazy. Comfy sweaters. Living in a cold place, I am now realizing you can never have too many sweaters ever. I have been living in sweaters and sometimes I even sleep in them if I want something that's not as heavy as a hoodie, but heavier than like a t-shirt. But I feel like with sweaters, less is more. Like, I feel like the classic sweater cable knit vibe is so timeless. And I feel like those are the best routes to take. Specifically, my favorite sweaters right now are the ones from Ralph Lauren with the bears on them. I know they're like ridiculously expensive. I think they're like $300-$400, which is crazy, but you can get sweaters from anywhere. Next one is like literally my favorite, glassware. This can be coffee mugs. This can be wine glasses. This can be cocktail glasses, whatever. And what I love about these is you can also customize them. This year, back over in summer, it was Elizabeth's birthday, and she was talking about moving out to her first own place. And I wanted to get her something that was kind of housewarming vibes. So I got her a set of 2 cocktail glasses with her initials. How do they do that? Like lasered onto them, and like they turned out so cute. I think honestly Etsy is best for anything personalized. Like I said, that's where I got Elizabeth's. Just don't depend that they're going to ship on time, because when I got Elizabeth's, I was expecting, it said it would be there in a week. It ended up arriving 2 weeks late, which is fine, but it was just annoying. So I feel like this isn't really a good last minute gift, but you could always get ones that aren't monogrammed, but honestly, that doesn't compare. They don't compare if they're not monogrammed. Anthropologie also has the cutest glassware, literally like even their sale glassware, because I know Anthropologie can be a little steep with the prices. I just got 2 pairs of wine glasses to like spice up my bar cart a little bit from Anthropologie, and they have like this like vintage bistro print, and I love them so much. Anthropologie just always has very unique stuff, I feel, and that can be really good for even like another kind of personalization. You know, like everything is a different print, and like if you get one that resonates with another person, like that still feels personal. Amazon is another great option. I have so much glassware from Amazon, and literally it's all perfect. Like no complaints at all. I don't know if Amazon does customized glassware, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. But I think for the cocktail glasses that I got Elizabeth, I think they were like $50 for 2. Another great option, and this can honestly go for anyone, I think, even like if you have a friend that hosts a lot, is games. And I'm not talking about like a Monopoly board. Like, no, like the only reason I think of this is because Anthropologie, when I went there the other day, had like classic board games, but they were so cute. They just look great on a coffee table. Another great brand for stuff like this is Printworks. They also have really cool like puzzles and like game boards that just don't look so basic. And like I mentioned earlier, you honestly cannot go wrong with a bath table. If your friend likes taking baths, bath tables are great. Like my sister, she sets it up like with her laptop and like a glass of wine, and like she'll just chill. I'm just not a person. I'm not like a bath person. Like I just don't want to like sit in there for that long. Like I get it for like a couple minutes, but like after a couple minutes, like I'm done. I got the one I got her on Amazon, and I think it was like $40, which like isn't crazy, but it's like expandable, and you know, it has all these little gadgets and whatever on them, so it'll work for any bathtub, I promise. Okay, next set of gifts is for the typical beauty lover. Like if you have any friends that love makeup and skincare and whatever, this is what you need to follow. This is your game plan. Skincare sets. But the only thing with gifting skincare sets and makeup, make sure that the brands are brands they actually like, and make sure that the ingredients are not going to mess up their skin. I don't really have sensitive skin. My sister has ultra sensitive skin. Would I gift her skincare? Absolutely not. Would I gift her a face mask? Sure. But like actual skincare, I would never. So I think the safest bet when you're gifting makeup or skincare is give them refills of what they already use. Or when it comes to makeup, if they're like have something that they've been wanting to try. But like I said, I think any face mask is honestly safe. Body oils and lotions, I think, are fantastic as well. I love the lotions from Philosophy. I think that they are amazing. They're a little pricier, but they last forever. And my favorite body oil is definitely from Way. Pretty affordable, but it lasts forever. I've had the same bottle for like a year. I'm not even close to being done with it. And I think I actually got my sister a set of body oils and lotions from, what was the brand? It wasn't Way. OC. Am I pronouncing that right? OSEA. That brand. I got her like a little starter set of like, pretty sure there was a body oil in there and a lotion or something, like something else. I'm not really 100% sure. Heatless curlers. They've been trending a lot on social media. I personally have never tried them, but I've always wanted to. I think those are a great gift, and I think they're really cheap too. That's like a good like supplemental gift. You know, you get like a really meaningful gift and you just like throw that in there. That's like that's like what I would call that kind of gift. Any kind of Summer Fridays. I honestly have not heard of anybody not liking Summer Fridays. I like Summer Fridays. And what's good about it is they have so many different shades and variety. And I feel like you can't really go wrong, even if you get them like a little starter set, or you give them, you know, like a color that you think would complement them well. And an ultra safe option is beauty blenders and brushes. We could always use more. You know what I mean? And if any of you guys have any friends who make content and enjoy making content, I am about to save your life. If you're wondering what they want for Christmas, they want SD cards. They can get kind of expensive and we just constantly need them. Other things that are good is portable chargers, mini tripods, ring lights, like the ones that click onto your phone, or even those sticky suction thingies that you put on the back of your phone. I don't know what they're called, but I normally have one, but they break so easily. Those are great as well, super cheap. And if you want to splurge a little bit, if it's a family member, if it's a close friend, like a digital camera, like a small one that can fit in your purse, those can run, I'd say anywhere between like $75 and a couple hundred. There's a lot of variety in there, but I have one and I love it. I love using it. I love taking it to the bars with me. It's just fun. And then we all have that friend who just like doesn't want anything or doesn't need anything. And I think for that friend, the best thing to do is any type of experience gift, concert tickets, cooking class, wine tasting, whatever the case may be, just do something fun with them. Maybe even like a gift certificate to like a spa or something. And then for people like me, the ones who are hard to shop for, I feel like around Christmas time, people are always so scared to get gift cards for people. But I promise you, as someone who's hard to shop for, I would much rather a gift card to my favorite store than to get something that I would never use. Like if you know their favorite stores, or even if you don't, like a gift card is just a great option, I think. Like, yes, it's not as personal, but I think that there's a way to make it personal. You know, write a nice card, maybe like just add like a teeny tiny gift with it. But like, I promise you, like anybody who's actually hard to shop for knows that they're hard to shop for and will not hold it against you. We know we're difficult, I promise. Or even like I mentioned earlier, like any refill of a product that you know that they like, even if they're not out of it, they will be eventually. But all in all, it's important to remember that Christmas is not about gift giving and gift receiving. Like maybe about giving, but not really about receiving. Christmas gifts at the end of the day are about how thoughtful they are, and it's just not about the price tag, it's about the meaning behind it. In my life now, I have a lot of friends who make a lot more money than me, and I have friends who make less money than me, and I feel like there's always an insecurity whether or not like your gift like measures up, and like the insecurity around the gifts that you're giving people. We just need to normalize not overspending on gifts, and we also need to learn how to balance generosity with budgets. Generosity doesn't have to mean how much money you spent on something. I think it's more about the thought behind it and the intentionality that comes with the gift. And even like creating a budget with your friends, kind of like how me and my sister do. You know, like last year, I think we did 200. Even if like you want to create a budget with your friends and just be like max like $100 is all I can do, like then at least you know that you're not going to be giving them $100 gift and they're going to give you a $200 gift, and then there's going to be like that weird gap and like that weird awkwardness. So I think like just like creating that kind of boundary is really good for stuff like that. I think the key is just aligning your generosity with your income and your financial capabilities while also still being authentic. At the end of the day, the most impactful gestures normally come from the heart and not the wallet. But it's also about learning how to accept a gift that you love and accept a gift that you don't love, because I'm sure we've all been in situations where you received a gift that just kind of missed the mark, and it's okay, it happens. But I think how you react to it like really matters. And I think a lot of people are always scared to say that they didn't like it. Obviously, when you receive a gift that you love, you show genuine gratitude and, you know, like really show appreciation, like being specific about your comment on it. Like, oh my God, like I love this detail on it, or like whatever. But when a gift misses the mark, obviously that person tried, and it would be really awkward for both of you. I know a lot of people, including myself, would probably just not say anything, and I think that that's fine. But as this year comes to a close and a new year is about to begin, I'm trying to become more intentional with what I say. I feel like I lie a lot of the time to protect other people's feelings. So when a gift misses the mark, focus on the thought, obviously. Like, you appreciate the thought. Don't be like critical though. You know what I mean? Like, appreciate it and like share something about it that you love, but don't be critical of the gift itself. And even like repurposing it. Like, if it's really something that you're never going to use, just donate it or something. I mean, maybe this is frowned upon, but it has happened to me before where I received a gift actually for my birthday. You know, in my head, I'm like, I'm never going to use this in my life. I actually re-gifted it for Christmas to someone else because my birthday is a week before Christmas. Maybe that's frowned upon. I think that's better than it going to waste. Like, I got the gift and I didn't really, it's not that I didn't like it, it's just something I would have never used and I knew someone who would. So, I mean, it saved me like $50. Genuinely can kind of mean that she just gave me $50 and not a gift I would never use. And Christmas time can be extremely stressful for everybody, and I feel like the older we get, the more stressful it gets. Especially now that I'm fully out of the house, it's like very like everything is different this year. All the holidays are different. It's very interesting. But whether you're making your own wish list, shopping for others, or just like navigating the chaotic holiday season, just remember that the thought actually counts and try and focus on the joy of the season and not the stress. Let me know in the comments what the best or worst gift you've ever received was. Like I said, it is almost my birthday. My birthday is on December 17th, and the weekend before that, this weekend, I am throwing a holiday party. One of my friends from college is actually flying up to visit me to spend the birthday with me and like the holiday party. So she's going to be a very special guest on this episode this week. She was actually supposed to be a guest a couple months ago, but then it just never ended up happening. So I'm really excited to introduce her to you guys. So definitely stay tuned for that. So far, I've gotten really great feedback on the episode last week. So I'm very happy that you guys enjoyed it. That was a lot to put on the internet about myself, but I'm glad it paid off. This was Diaries of a 20-something, episode 26. Definitely follow the Instagram just to stay in touch with what's going on, because I have a lot of new things coming out and I really just want everybody to know about them and so that you don't miss it. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys all next Friday. Mwah.